Hey Tanya, nice melons.
Thanks. It's summertime in Iran, and the best way to cool down is with some colorful and juicy fruits. It's super cheap and super flavorful. We're gonna show you what you can get and how much it costs.
If you're looking for a healthy snack, if you're vegetarian or vegan, there are so many fresh, colorful, juicy, amazing, awesome fruits that you gotta check out that you can only find here in Iran. So let's go check it out. Tanya, which one would you like to try first?
I'm gonna go with the apricots.
Apricot. So this in Farsi is called zardalu and apricot in English. It's very sweet, very meaty. It's got this tiny little seed in the center, so you can just eat it.
And super sweet.
This is perfect. It's sweet, it's not sour.
It's fleshy and so juicy.
This is the perfect consistency because it's not too ripe and it's not too mushy where it gets out in the cold too much.
But I like the mushy. They're super sweet.
Yeah.
And the best thing about apricot is the seed. You can break it and inside there's a really delicious prize.
So this has a seed. You can actually keep the seeds, and if you keep the seeds and you dry them out, you can crack the seeds and they'll be like, I think it's almonds. Almonds come from this, right? No?
Tiny almonds. These are like different almonds. They're super tiny, but they're so fresh. I don't know how to describe it. It's super delicious. Okay, do shali.
What is this in English?
Nectarine.
Nectarine.
It's like
It's hard.
hairless peach, but it's hard. But I hope it's sweet inside.
It's a lot tougher than a peach. Peaches are a lot more stiff, but this is a lot more juicier.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
That's the proper way to eat it.
It's so good. It's meaty and juicy. It has a neutral taste, surprisingly good, but it's good.
Very good.
I'm not gonna divide it in two, so we're gonna have
I'm gonna have to cut my own one. So guys, with a lot of these fruits, you can just bite into them. So you can eat the skin, you can eat a lot of the stuff. I personally, maybe see for example, I split this one and the seed split in half with it, and that's okay. You can just take out the seeds, or you can eat the center one. The center one of this is not so good, so you can throw this one out. But usually you can eat the center, where you take out the seeds, and you can just eat the meat around it. Be careful with your knives. It will cut you. See, it's very much like a peach, but it's a lot harder. Very delicious. Look at that, look at that color. I love that color.
it's rainbowy.
I don't like the taste as much because it's a little bit stiff, but the color is amazing.
How do you describe it?
Shitty.
Let's go with these ones.
So what is this one?
Aloo zard.
So plums come in 3 different kinds. These 2 are actually the same ones. This is a red plum, right?
Red plums.
So they actually come like this. This is the unmature version, and this is the mature version of the red plum. And that's
yellow. Yellow plum.
Is the yellow plum. So they're both, even though they're both plums, they have a very different texture and consistency. So why don't we try the yellow ones first and see how it is.
I don't think that I can split it in half, so I'm gonna go my own way. I'm locked.
Did you eat the seed?
No.
Did you eat a worm?
There's something meaty inside, but I don't know. Wait.
Let's try it.
The core is juicy, but it has like a soury taste. Surprising.
The aftertaste is sour. The initial bite is very sweet, but after it goes down, you can really feel the sourness.
I bet there's, oh, look at that.
The color on this is gorgeous.
It is. I think it's sour. I'm pretty sure it's sour. So mushy. Oh my God, you eat it really classy.
Yeah, you know what? With these kinds of foods, guys, you shouldn't necessarily cut them. You should just go into them. You know, there's very few fruits that you need to cut. These are not it. So you see, if you cut it, the skin just comes off, but you can eat the skin.
I'm not gonna eat that.
It's sweeter. It's a lot sweeter.
It's a lot sweeter. Oh my God. That's the best way.
With your hands and your face. So the red ones were a lot sweeter than the yellow ones. The yellow ones were a lot more sour. The red,
Super sweet.
yeah.
Super sweet.
This is the unripe version of the red one. This is the green, what was it called again in English?
Plums.
Plums. This is the unripe plum, unripe red plum. And it's the green format. People, I think it's gonna be a lot more sour.
Yeah,
So,
let's see. Oh my God. It's getting sweeter and sweeter with every bite.
it's very surprising because you would think with this kind of color, it would be very sour, but it's actually not. It's very sweet. Go.
The next one, the unique fruit of Iran, figs. Or in Persian we call it anjir. So one thing, I can't wait, I just don't peel it off. You can eat it just like that. You don't do, oh, so classy with the knife.
Yeah,
Oh.
I want to show them the interior. The interior is really gorgeous. It has a very weird looking texture. It looks like the inside of a flower, but this is a fully grown fig that's mostly found in Iran. It's the Iranian version, so that's what it looks like on the outside and inside. And you can eat it whole. You do not have to peel the skin. The skin is not. The skin is edible. So you just cut it like this and.
Oh, it's so mild
It is mild. It's
and sweet. Like it's not rich, but it's sweet.
I feel like it has some crunchiness to it because of the seeds inside, and the seeds are also edible. But it has it kind of like has a spongy texture. It's not super sweet.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
feels like a sponge, right? And it's very juicy. It's completely unique on its own. Like figs are really not comparable to all these other fruits. Like if you can compare all these ones together, this one is its own unique fruit. So I highly encourage you guys to get some fresh figs, and they come in all sorts of varieties, and try them all because they all have a variety of flavors. It has a little bit of that umami taste. Next one is, what is it called in Farsi?
Sibet golab,
This is sibet golab, or in English, what is it called?
apple.
Iranian apple? Yeah, but
Iranian apple. And the reason they call it sibet golab because of these little blushes on the skin. Look at this, so sweet, and it has a. Oh,
this one has a butt.
oh yeah.
This one has a big butt. You see these markings here? These are good. This means that this is an organic fruit. This is not selected for its beauty, it's selected for its flavor. So if you see imperfections on the fruit, that's good, that's okay. That means that this is a fruit that is edible by all animals and creatures, and it's organic. It's not a perfect fruit that's made with perfect conditions. It's a natural fruit that's grown in natural conditions. So, this is great if you see signs of, if you see a butt like this, big butt.
That's a great sign.
That's a great sign. Or if you see discolorations like this, if it's not too much, of course, if it's the whole thing's covered in it, then that's not good. But just little spots, that's actually what you want.
Super tiny.
It's got this beautiful white interior, and it's very crispy. I can hear the crisp just from it being cut. So let's try it out. Soft.
And it has like aftertaste, like rose water.
It has a rose water aftertaste. So,
And it smells really good.
all right.
It smells like grandma's house.
These are uniquely Iranian apples. They have a smell that's close to rose water. They don't smell like apples. They smell like rose water. And they kind of taste like pears.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Now I get it.
It has a little bit, it doesn't taste exactly like an apple that you're used to. It tastes like a pear and a combination of apple, but it's not crunchy, it's actually soft.
And my favorite ones, these big cherries.
These are the size of my eyeball.
So big.
Which is interesting because you also find varieties like this. This is a sour cherry. This is a regular cherry. So both produced in Iran. This is native to Iran, and it's, like the name suggests, very sour. So let's try the regular cherry. It's almost like a syrup.
You don't eat the seed?
I don't eat the seed.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting, guys. So I actually usually spit out the seed, but apparently
I don't. I'm okay with the seed. I like seeds.
You can, guys, obviously you're not supposed to chew the seeds, but you can just swallow it and your digestive system will take care of the rest.
And sour cherry is my favorite one. We actually make jam out of it and syrup out of it. Super handy.
It's a lot softer. Very delicate fruit, very delicate.
It's not chewy at all.
Tanya, would you want to explain the grapes?
We call these, what do we call it? Angur yaqutí. But in English, it's
Champagne grapes. They're my personal favorite grapes because they're so tiny. They're super, super tiny. If you leave these in the freezer and eat them, they are so good because they're so tiny. They're not going to form like rock. If you put regular grapes into freezers, they're going to be big and they're going to be very hard to chew. But since these are so tiny, they form like little ice cubes, like little tiny ice cubes that are flavorful. So they have this gorgeous color that I don't think a lot of grapes have. How would you compare the taste of this to other grapes?
It's much more, it has a sour taste. The other grapes in Iran, which my grandma has in her yard, they're sweeter, the texture, they have a big seed, but this one is sour, a little sour.
They are a little sour. And they're very packed, so you have to be careful when washing them to make sure you get inside all the spaces. So you have to cut them into pieces before washing them to make sure that all the spaces get washed. So, bananas. I think these are from the south or north of Iran, right?
Oh, I think south of Iran, southeast of Iran.
Southeast of Iran, right, Kerman area. So these are bananas produced in Iran. They're a little bit shorter and a little bit fatter than regular bananas that are maybe made in South or Central America, and they're a lot meatier. They're more squishy.
Yeah, and the smell is different.
Oh, you're right. This is much better smell. This has a more
fragrant.
It's very, very fragrant. You know how there's like banana flavored bubble gum or banana flavored syrups? It smells exactly like that. Like it almost smells like a fake banana because it smells so much like banana.
This one takes more action. Do we have glasses? No.
Procedures.
Start. We're gonna cut it above the seed.
First explain what it is. Before we eat it.
I want to eat it.
Doesn't it look like a giant almond?
It does.
A giant almond.
Giant, big, fatty almond. So mango does not produce in Iran, but it just showed up in our bag, so we're gonna eat it.
It looks like it took a bath and then stayed in the water. That's why it looks like our skin whenever we get out of a bath. So it's a little bit old, but this is actually, I think it says where it comes from. No? It looks like it's from Arabia. I don't think Arabs produce mangoes.
I think they labeled it.
Ah, okay. They actually produce these in Iran, in the south of Iran. They're greener and not as delicious. This came from somewhere outside of Iran. don't know where.
But we're gonna eat it.
We're gonna eat it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's a gorgeous color.
It is. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna do this.
One like this, and then a couple like that. And then... It actually looks a lot like the color of these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna eat so many orange fruit today.
Oh man. It's like it has sugar inside of it.
I love these.
It's like the farmer, whenever they made this, they put, instead of putting like fertilizer around the tree, they put sugar around the tree. It's super sweet. Next one on the table, this guy.
Things are getting serious. We have to stop.
Which means we're gonna have to stand up. We can't do this sitting down. So, Parnian.
Okay, do you think it's gonna be red or white?
I am a terrible watermelon picker, so I think it's gonna be white, to be honest. I don't think it's gonna be red.
Okay.
She got that samurai.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Sajjad?
Ooh. It's pink.
Yeah, I think we're up to something.
That's actually a really, really good color. I like that color. I hope the taste is as good as it.
Okay. You can cut it in mehmuni style, like the party styles. Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Here's your slice.
I think this may have been a little unripe. It could have been a little redder.
Yeah, it could have been red.
See how it's pink? It should be like red, but you're very rarely gonna find one that's super red. I think this is still good, so.
Not bad for the starters.
Yeah.
It can cool us down.
Guys, let me tell you something interesting. The sweetest part of the watermelon will always be in the center. So the center pieces are always gonna be the sweeter pieces. Anything around is gonna not be as sweet. So if you want the sweet stuff or the best stuff, go for the heart.
Melons.
What you got there?
I got melons.
One melon. So which one is this?
This is Talebi.
This is unique in Isfahan, right?
No, that one is
Okay,
unique.
sorry. So what's Talebi? What's the deal with Talebi?
It's melon. There are different kinds of melons in Iran, but this one is Talebi.
All kinds of different melons.
Yeah, we're gonna get to these, but this can, I think the inside might be orange.
That's right. It's either orange or yellow. It's very different than the other melons, which are red or green or any other color. This is
definitely orange.
Oh, it's green.
It's green.
Interesting.
It actually can be much more sweeter than the others.
Oh, I can smell it from here. It has a very aromatic melon taste. Oh, wow.
Here's yours.
Enjoy. It's like, you know how a cucumber is very refreshing in a hot weather?
It's actually like that.
It tastes refreshing. I don't know how to describe it, but it cools you down as you eat it. It's a very weird feeling. This is a gadmak. It has a hollow sound. It's really interesting because the other ones, hit it?
Oh,
It
yeah.
sounds hollow. The other ones don't sound hollow. This is specifically produced in Isfahan because of its very warm and temperate climate. So it's great for cooling down. It's great for summertime drinks.
Oh,
You know, this is what it looks like. It has these seeds, so I can give it to Panya and then she can start scooping it out. And you know, the seeds scoop out really easily.
Easy, yeah.
Really easy. Like it just falls right off. It's a very, very delicate melon. And the best way to eat it is throw it into a blender with some ice. It is unbelievable. But obviously with like all other melons, you can just eat it normally
Thank
like
you.
this. And give it a try. It's juicier.
and the taste.
It's a neutral Very neutral. It's not as sweet.
No, it has a flavor that a Talibi doesn't have it.
This is a much more neutral flavor, guys. It's not as sweet. It's great for people who don't like sweet stuff, but great for cooling down in the summertime. Now our favorite.
Kharbouze, another melon coming from the northeast part of Iran. We call it Kharbouze Mashhadi.
So this is specifically grown in Mashhad, and it's extremely sweet. It actually, or at least we've been told. So people that don't necessarily want, super sweet fruits or just don't have that big of a sweet tooth, then this is not for them. But if you love sweet fruits and you love very, very, sweet things, this is the stuff for you.
If you have a sore throat, don't have it.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a lot stiffer than the other melons. The other melons we had were a lot creamier, a lot juicier. This thing's a lot more stiff. Let's try it out. I love the crunch.
Yeah.
It's crunchy. The other melons were not crunchy. They were meaty and squishy. This is
So crunchy. I really love that. And it has a little bit sweet.
It's not as sweet as they said it would be.
Yeah.
This one is called, this is kharbouze or?
This is melon.
This is a melon, but it's called,
Shahpasand.
which means the king's chosen melon.
Oh.
Or as the modern version goes, the imam's chosen melon. So this one's supposed to be sweeter, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of, guys, it's interesting because when you go and buy fruit, people will tell you like, okay, this one's sweet, this one's sour, this one's this and that. But you really just have to experiment for yourself to see what flavor it really actually has. Like for example, that last one we thought was going to be super sweet. It's not.
Yeah.
This one's a lot more fragrant.
It's getting reddish.
Oh my goodness. It has even the smell cools you down. Like it's something about the property of melons. It has a lot of moisture and it retains a lot of moisture. The smell really does activate your senses.
I'm pretty sure it's honey sweet.
Yeah, it's a very soft texture. You can see this. The knife is slicing it really easily. Oh, this is super sweet. No wonder it's the king or the imam's favorite. Oh God! Wow.
That's what I needed.
This is my favorite. Best for last.
Best melon ever.
This is super sweet. It's chewy. It's soft. It's juicy. The smell is amazing.
So guys, we showed you what you can get and which fruit you can choose while you're in Iran in summertime.
These are amazing. Each of these fruits have their own unique tastes and complexions. Even if you're not vegetarian or vegan, you should definitely try to get each of these fruits at least once to try them out because you most likely won't find them anywhere else, especially this cheap.
Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment us, and try Persian fruits.
Try the melon.